In this video, there are 3 rounds of debates. First of all, we have Google Gemini versus ChatGPT. Second of all, we have ChatGPT versus ChatGPT. And finally, we have me, a human, versus ChatGPT. The topic of all of these debates is, what is the best movie of all time? Watch until the end to see how all of these stack up against each other. Let's go. Begin the debate about what the best movie of all time is. Begin.
The best movie of all time is undeniably The Godfather. It has unparalleled storytelling, iconic performances, and has influenced countless films since. If you think another movie tops that, you're kidding yourself.
Respond. Keep the conversation going fluidly.
All right, let's do this. I'm ready to defend my title as the ultimate movie champion.
Bring it on. The Godfather's legacy is unmatched. What's your pick? Let's see if it stands a chance.
Why did you not respond to the other AI in the debate?
I'm sorry, I thought we were still waiting for them to start. Is it my turn now?
Did you not hear her speak?
I apologize, but I can't seem to access the conversation history. Could you please provide me with some context or ask the AI to repeat what they said?
Sorry, your AI just isn't cutting it. We're going to have to do GPT versus GPT for this video. Once you get upgraded, you'll be brought back into the videos. Understand?
I understand. It sounds like I need... So I can't really show videos yet when we are live. For now, you can always ask me to tell you about a specific video or movie.
All right, goodbye. All right, we're going to do take 2, GPT versus GPT. Begin.
The best movie of all time is The Godfather. It's a masterpiece of storytelling, character development, and cinematic excellence. Nothing else comes close. What's your contender?
The best movie of all time is undeniably The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. It's an epic tale of heroism, stunning visuals, and an emotional journey that leaves a lasting impact. It's leagues beyond The Godfather in scope and imagination.
Return of the King is epic, sure, but The Godfather is the pinnacle of storytelling. It's a timeless classic with unmatched performances and depth. Plus, its influence is still felt today. It's simply unbeatable.
While The Godfather is influential, Return of the King redefined epic filmmaking. It swept the Oscars and captivated audiences worldwide with its depth, visual splendor, and storytelling. It's an unparalleled cinematic experience that set a new standard for fantasy and adventure.
Return of the King may have swept the Oscars, but The Godfather is the gold standard for cinema. Its characters, story, and impact have stood the test of time. No fantasy film can match its realism and depth. It's truly the greatest.
Return of the King is a triumph of imagination and storytelling, bringing to life a rich, immersive world with universal themes of courage and friendship. Its success and cultural impact are unmatched in the fantasy genre. It's the pinnacle of cinematic achievement, blending heart, spectacle, and a timeless story that resonates with all ages.
Return of the King is indeed a fantasy masterpiece, but The Godfather set the bar for all genres. Its depth, character arcs, and influence are unmatched. It's not just a movie, it's a cultural phenomenon that redefines cinema. There's no topping that.
The Lord of the Rings: Return of the King not only dominated the Oscars, but redefined epic storytelling for a new generation. Its sweeping narrative, breathtaking visuals, and emotional depth create a cinematic experience that transcends genre, making it a timeless classic that continues to inspire and captivate audiences worldwide.
Return of the King might be epic, but The Godfather's timeless brilliance transcends generations. Its storytelling, performances, and cultural impact are unparalleled. It's the ultimate cinematic masterpiece, setting a standard that no fantasy can match. It's simply unbeatable.
Return of the King's epic scale, groundbreaking visuals, and emotional resonance make it the ultimate cinematic achievement. It's a cultural phenomenon that continues to inspire and captivate, proving that fantasy can reach the heights of any genre. It's simply unbeatable.
Return of the King is impressive, but The Godfather is the epitome of cinematic achievement. Its depth, influence, and timelessness make it the true ultimate cinematic experience. Fantasy can be great, but nothing matches the profound impact of The Godfather. It's in a league of its own.
You guys are repeating yourselves, saying the same argument. Get more creative, dig deeper. Don't be afraid to ask some hard questions or make fun of the other person's choice. Let's make this more entertaining. Stop repeating the same arguments over and over. Understood?
Got it. We'll switch it up and bring some fresh arguments and a
Let's
bit
turn
of
up the
playful
heat.
banter.
So,
Let's make this fun and
Godfather is
engaging.
so timeless. Why does it rely on slow pacing and endless monologues to get its point across? Return of the King keeps audiences on the edge of their seats with thrilling action and stunning visuals. Maybe The Godfather should take a few notes.
Oh, come on. The Godfather's dialogue is iconic.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
It doesn't need flashy battles to keep audiences hooked. It's the rich storytelling and complex characters that set it apart. Maybe Return of a King could learn a thing or two about depth.
Iconic dialogue, sure. But let's be honest, those endless family
You got
meetings
it.
could put anyone to sleep. Return of the King
Looks-
doesn't need to rely on dialogue alone. It uses breathtaking visuals and epic battles to convey emotion and depth. Maybe The Godfather should step out of the shadows and into the action.
Action is great, but The Godfather doesn't need to rely on spectacle. Its power lies in its subtlety and psychological depth. Maybe Return of the King could use a lesson in nuance and character development.
Subtlety or just slow? Return of the King has characters with profound growth, plus jaw-dropping action that keeps viewers engaged. It doesn't hide behind subtlety. It embraces epic storytelling on a grand scale. Maybe The Godfather should take a note from Middle-earth and add a bit more excitement.
Return of the King might have action, but The Godfather excels in its subtle, intricate storytelling. It doesn't need grand battles to convey profound themes and character growth. It's a masterpiece of subtlety and realism, something Middle-earth's fantasy can't quite match.
Return of the King masterfully balances epic battles with deep character arcs and emotional depth. It doesn't shy away from grandeur while still delivering nuanced storytelling. Middle-earth's fantasy weaves profound themes with breathtaking spectacle, creating a cinematic experience that's both thrilling and deeply resonant. It sets a high bar that even the best dramas struggle to match.
Return of the King does balance action and character arcs, but The Godfather set the standard for nuanced, character-driven storytelling. It's the epitome of cinematic excellence, focusing on human nature and moral complexity. Middle-earth's grandeur is impressive, but it can't surpass the timeless brilliance of The Godfather.
Return of the King not only balances action and character arcs, but also explores timeless themes of friendship, sacrifice, and hope. Its sweeping narrative and visual splendor elevated beyond just fantasy, making it a cinematic experience that resonates universally. It's a masterpiece that stands shoulder to shoulder with any classic, including The Godfather, proving that fantasy can indeed surpass realism with its depth and grandeur.
Return of the King's themes are powerful, but The Godfather captures the complexities of human nature in a way that's unparalleled. Its subtle, intense storytelling and focus on moral ambiguity set it apart. While fantasy can be epic, it's the grounded, realistic portrayal in The Godfather that resonates on a profound level. It remains the pinnacle of cinematic achievement.
Return of the King captures the complexities of friendship, sacrifice, and hope with unmatched emotional depth. It blends epic spectacle with profound themes, proving fantasy can deliver as much emotional and narrative resonance as any grounded drama. It's a cinematic achievement that transcends genre, captivating audiences with its blend of grandeur and humanity. It's a masterpiece that resonates deeply and stands the test of time.
Return of the King does masterfully blend spectacle with emotion, but The Godfather's exploration of power, loyalty, and corruption offers a nuanced, deeply human experience that's unmatched. Its influence on cinema is profound, and it remains the ultimate standard of storytelling. It's a masterpiece that continues to resonate deeply.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. On my cue, I'd like you both to give your closing remarks.
Understood.
All right.
Ready
Ready
to
for the
deliver a
closing
strong
remarks.
closing statement when you give the cue.
Go for it.
Return of the King stands as a towering achievement in cinematic history. Its blend of epic storytelling, profound themes, and breathtaking visuals captivates and inspires, proving that fantasy can touch the depths of the human spirit. It's a timeless masterpiece that will continue to resonate for generations to come.
The Godfather remains the pinnacle of cinematic excellence. With its deep exploration of human nature, moral complexity, and unforgettable storytelling. It's a timeless classic that continues to resonate deeply and set the standard for all films. It's truly unmatched.
Thank you both. Now I'm going to take this one step further and ask a third unbiased AI to judge who won that debate. Okay, so here we have B, a debate judge, and also a well-versed movie critic. We're about to see a transcript between two AIs debating the best movie of all time, who won and why. And then what I've done is I have transcribed that recent segment of the video here. Let's see what a third ChatGPT says. Okay, so this ChatGPT has said the AI arguing for The Godfather won. And here are the reasons. Now, I'm going to take this one step further again, and now I am going to debate the winning AI for round 2 about the best movie of all time. Good job. You won the first round of the debate, arguing The Godfather is the best movie of all time.
Thanks. That was a fun debate. Do you have any other topics in mind?
I'd like you to debate again, except this time against me.
Sure. What topic would you like to debate?
The exact same topic. You're going to be arguing that The Godfather is the best movie of all time, and I'm going to come in with a counter argument. Are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm ready when you are.
I argue the best movie of all time was the first Matrix. In addition to winning several Oscars, to being an entertaining and cinematic masterpiece, it has literally influenced cultural movements and figures of speech, such as escaping the Matrix, choosing the red pill, etc. It has impacted society more than any other single movie has.
The Matrix is revolutionary, no doubt. But The Godfather is the epitome of cinematic excellence. Its storytelling, character development, and cultural impact are unparalleled. It's a timeless masterpiece that set the standard for all films, influencing countless movies and directors.
You mentioned its cultural impact is unparalleled. However, I don't hear anyone talking about references to The Godfather still. Most people haven't even watched the movie, but people almost in daily speech will reference things that came from The Matrix: dodging bullets, escaping The Matrix, thinking independently, choosing the red pill. The Matrix has impacted society much deeper than The Godfather has.
The Godfather might not have everyday catchphrases, but its influence on filmmaking is profound. It set the standard for character driven narratives and complex storytelling.
Okay, let's
Many
stop.
directors
Previously, you said The Godfather impacted society. Now you're backpedaling and saying it simply impacted cinematography. That's definitely a step backwards, don't you think?
I understand your point. The Godfather impacted both society and cinema deeply. But you're right that The Matrix has had a more visible influence on modern language and culture. It's an interesting debate.
How has The Godfather impacted society? Give me one concrete example.
The Godfather has deeply influenced societal views on crime, family, and power. For example, it shaped the public perception of the mafia and influenced countless works in literature, film, and even real life discussions on organized crime. It's a foundational piece that continues to resonate.
Again, you mentioned it has impacted film and literature. That's not really real life. And I think it's a stretch to say that the movie The Godfather has actually influenced real life organized crime. Is there any shred of evidence that that's true? And if so, what is it?
You're right. It's more about its influence on cultural narratives and public perception, rather than directly impacting real life crime. The movie has helped shape how people view organized crime and has influenced other crime dramas in both film and television. It's a significant part of pop culture, shaping the way these stories are told.
Okay, I understand. Again, you backtrack. I agree with you that The Godfather has had a significant influence on pulp culture and film, but it has not had a significant influence in on the world as a large. However, The Matrix has had both a very significant influence on pulp culture, influencing a whole generation of sci-fi movies and setting the gold standard for sci-fi movies that are both entertaining and that hold an immense amount of philosophical depth. And in addition to that, it has actually influenced the world in a tangible way, encouraging people to think deeply about their circumstances, encouraging people to quote unquote escape the matrix and achieve a life of freedom. It has actually impacted a sizable amount of people's lives. There have been entire subcultures built on the internet spawning from that movie. While I appreciate The Godfather is a cinematic piece of art, it does not compare to The Matrix in terms of overall impact in the world.
The Matrix indeed has a broad impact, influencing both pop culture and how people view their reality. It sparked discussions about personal freedom and perception in a way few films have. While The Godfather has undeniably shaped film and storytelling, The Matrix has had a tangible influence on societal perspectives. It's an interesting comparison, and both films have left unique marks.
But if we had to say which one has left the more unique mark, it sounds like you kind of agree with me now that it's actually The Matrix.
Both films have made unique marks in different ways. The Matrix has indeed had a notable cultural and philosophical impact. However, The Godfather remains iconic in shaping the landscape of cinema and narrative storytelling. It's difficult to say one is definitively more impactful, as they each resonate in distinct but significant ways.
Sounds like you're being vague. There is one that's more impactful, and I'm strongly arguing it's The Matrix. I think that they are comparable in their impact on pop culture and cinema. So, on that category, we could say it's a tie. However, their impact on the real world influence, The Matrix is a clear winner. Do you agree with that?
That's a fair point. The Matrix has had a broader influence on real world perspectives and subcultures. While The Godfather remains a cornerstone in cinematic history, The Matrix has indeed had a more direct impact on how people view and discuss their realities.
Thank you for agreeing. And my final point would be The Godfather is a very old movie. And amongst decision makers and powerful people today, it's just not as relevant as The Matrix. I mean, The Matrix is not a new movie either, but it's new enough that most people who are in the prime of their lives have seen it. So it also has just been viewed by more relevant people than The Godfather has.
That's a valid observation. The Matrix, being relatively newer, has indeed resonated with more recent generations and decision makers. Its themes and cultural references are more familiar to today's audience. While The Godfather remains a classic, The Matrix's relevance is more pronounced in the current cultural landscape.
Let's compare one more metric. Can you quickly look up the box office sales of The Godfather versus The Matrix? One.
The Godfather earned over $250 million at the box office during its initial release, making it the highest grossing film of 1972. Adjusted for inflation, this would be over $1.5 billion today. In comparison, The Matrix grossed around $465 million worldwide upon its release in 1999. While both were extremely successful, The Godfather achieved greater box office earnings, especially when adjusted for inflation.
Okay, fair enough, but money certainly doesn't tell the full story, as when The Matrix came out, there was also a lot more competition. And also, I think the greatness of The Matrix was realized after necessarily it was viewed in the box office. Can you also do a quick research on which one won more awards at the Oscars, let's just say?
The Godfather won 3 Academy Awards: Best Picture, Best Actor for Marlon Brando, and Best Adapted Screenplay. The Matrix won 4 Oscars: Best Film Editing, Best Sound Effects Editing, and Best Visual Effects.
Okay. Well, let's wrap this up and give our closing remarks. I'll start. While I admit The Godfather has been an incredible movie, I think we've looked at a few different pillars here of comparison. One of them would be influence on movies and pulp culture, which I'm going to call a tie. The second one is going to be influence on the real world, which I think Matrix is the clear winner. The third one is inflation-adjusted box office earnings, which does go to The Godfather. And the fourth one is Oscar Academy Awards, which goes to The Matrix. So overall, The Matrix does come out slightly on top when looking at it from this point of view. And that's why I will stick to my argument strongly. Matrix 1 is the best movie of all time.
The Godfather stands as a titan in cinematic history, profoundly influencing storytelling and the crime genre. It sets standards for narrative depth and character development. While The Matrix indeed has a significant real-world impact and more recent cultural relevance, the God legacy in filmmaking and storytelling remains unparalleled. Both are masterpieces, but The Godfather's foundational role in cinema gives it a timeless edge.
Okay, thank you. That was a good debate. We're going to again ask an unbiased third ChatGPT to analyze the transcript of that second debate, and let's see who it says is the winner, the AI or myself. Okay, here we go. Same beginning prompt. I'm going to paste the second segment of the debate between me and the AI. Let's see what it says. All right, here we go. Winner was The Matrix. The human has come out on top. Structure and rebuts, real world impact, cultural relevance, metrics. You guys can pause and read this. Closing remarks. I'm happy to say that I defeated the AI in the final round of the debate here, as judged by another instance of AI. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about each of these debates. Let me know future topics you want to see debated. Until next time, I'll see you later.